You know, the type of comments I get sometimes makes me wonder how many newbies that we have in cryptocurrency these days. Someone said, oh, XRP, the price is back down to 68 cents. And I was like, what? Doesn't this person understand how things work? Things don't go up in one dead straight line. Things, especially in crypto price, whether or not they're going up or down, they sort of behave in a kind of wave. So there's a parallel channel and then there's like a up down through that channel, but each time it's higher highs and higher lows if the price is trending up, which is exactly what XRP has been doing this whole time, or at least in the last couple of days anyway. So you know, I can just point out to the person, well, we're back to 72.3 cents again, and it's only a matter of time when, especially when the Americans wake up, etc., and start to throw money at this thing, that we're gonna, you know, head up to the higher 70s. So I wouldn't be surprised today if we reach, I don't know, 78, 77, 76, that kind of zone, based on the trajectory. There was some cooling off on Bitcoin a couple of hours ago, but you know, it's recovered again. Some people are saying that it's because of the CPI data that wasn't quite as optimum as expected, but I think a lot of those things are now kind of priced in. I think the momentum of, you know, the Trump pump and the, you know, the positive outlook now of Americans vis-a-vis their economy has basically sort of overwhelmed any other thing. Jerome Powell's prominence has reduced somewhat compared to Trump. So, you know, before Trump came back, we had Jerome Powell, like Gary Gensler. These were very big figures in, you know, our economy or their economy. And, you know, their reports that they do monthly, bi-monthly, whatever, caused a massive dip or rise in the market. But now we have this one big trumping factor, a trump card, so to say. And his personality, his, you know, influence, much larger than Gary Gensler, much larger than Jerome Powell's. So the response to him has overwhelmed the response to the other guys. It's quite analogous to BlackRock coming into the crypto sphere, right? Before BlackRock, the big guys were, you know, ARK Invest, Grayscale, Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy. But now with BlackRock, with a gigantic purse, they've just basically changed the entire scale of the game, such that what ARK Invest says or what Grayscale says now has very little effect compared to what, say, BlackRock does, for instance, right? So now, I mean, we saw that earlier on with the ETFs when Grayscale was basically dumping the price, and pretty much everything that they dumped, Fidelity and BlackRock chewed up. And can you imagine a season where BlackRock wasn't there and Grayscale was dumping as fast as they were, and countries, Germany, all those guys dumping as fast as they were? Bitcoin would have crashed to like the lower thousands, maybe even 2,000. But we had BlackRock, Fidelity, and other people just chewing it all up. And that brought a different force that not only put stability in the market, but actually pumped it in a positive direction. So I am even more bullish today than I was yesterday about the price of XRP. As you can see, at the point of starting this video, it was 72 point something. Now it's 71 point something. Before I finish this video, it's probably going to be 73 point something. And that's just the way it goes, right? All you have to do at this point now is to sit back, relax, and watch the market rise. You don't have to buy more if you already have enough. You don't have to sell any because we know it's going up. Some people are talking about this being the end of the bull run. I saw a video yesterday that made me chuckle a little bit inside. And it was this person saying, sell Bitcoin now, it's the end, it's going to crash, blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm not saying I know what's going to happen, but if you look at all the charts, all the signals, macro events, micro events, none of those signify that we're even anywhere near the end of the bull market yet. In fact, we haven't had the alt season yet, and we haven't had a proper blow off top for Bitcoin yet, when everything goes absolutely berserk. People are literally selling their kidneys just to buy Bitcoin. That's what's going to happen, right? And is projected to be happening in 2025 and not in 2024. We are just basically taking off now. It's just because now we're going to go so high that the beginning of the takeoff itself looks like a previous blow off top. If you look at the last bull market, you can see that we had not just one tip, but two tips, right? Now, so this is what happened, right? We had Bitcoin run up, and then we had this sort of COVID announcement thing that dumped it a little bit. and then it ran up again, and then dump, and then FTX and Luna Classic, and then everything went to crap, right? That little bit there, people thought that was the top. 39,381. People thought that was the top. And a lot of people, I remember back in those days, people were calling, oh, this is the end, sell your Bitcoin. And then sure enough, we had that little dip that took Bitcoin a little bit farther down. And people are like, oh, you should have sold at 39, da, 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 da. And then boom, up it went again. It always happens. It doesn't go up in one single file swoop. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to look exactly like that. I think we're going to see that on a much larger scale. In fact, I think that this bit that we're experiencing now, that dip there, and then this new pump, is more like here-ish. Not even there. It's about here. So that little ridge there, I think that's what's happening now. And I think we still have this much to go. So if you project that to what's happening now, again, it matches up to what a lot of the analysts are saying, that we might be going to something like 150,000. Some people are even talking about 200,000 Bitcoin. But when all that happens and Bitcoin reaches its peak and starts to basically go sideways or even reduce slightly, what's going to happen is what's going to blow all of your minds. That amount of money that is pumping into Bitcoin to move it that far up. I mean, I don't think people understand how much money it takes to move Bitcoin from $90,000 to $100,000. That's billions and billions and billions, if not trillions of dollars, right? To move it to 200,000, we're talking about trillions of dollars, right? Now, those trillions of dollars trickling down the ladder will have a much more massive effect on the altcoins. And they're going to go down the altcoin ladder. They're going to see Ethereum already pumping pretty hard. They're going to see Solana pumping extremely hard, but the upside of Solana would have already been eating up. So there's not going to be that much upside on Solana left compared to the next ones, especially XRP. They're going to see XRP and they're going to see the upside. I think that this is no brainer. And I think that a lot of the whales are actually going to skip Ethereum, and many of them are actually going to skip Solana because they've already made their Solana money now. And they're going to skip it into XRP. And then we're going to see even more money coming into XRP. We're going to see money coming down from Bitcoin, trickle down. We're going to see more money coming from just fresh money coming from institutions. We're going to see fresh money coming in from the XRP ETFs. We're going to see money coming from tokenization of real world assets. We're going to see the MMA money coming through. We're going to see retail FOMO. We're going to see just money being thrown at XRP from every perceivable angle. And this is what's going to drive the price to the crazy things that people are talking about. Now, personally, even though I have knowledge of all this stuff, I still find it difficult to believe how high this thing is going to go. I have my eyes set around, the double digits, $10, $12, $16, at which point I'll be completely happy, and I probably would have sold most of my XRP, if I'm being honest with you, because there'll be so much of it. I'll be like, okay, so this is just pure greed after this. But people are talking about, 3 digits. And I don't see why not, if you think about how much money that's going to be coming at XRP. If not at this bull run, maybe 3 digits at the next bull run. Either way, it's such a great investment that even if you exit 50 to 75% and you leave 25% for the next bull run, that 25% is probably going to outperform the 75% that you took out this bull run. None of this stuff is financial advice. Do your own research. Enjoy the pump. Enjoy the ride. XRP to the moon. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.